Kia ora, and welcome to Tuesday's Economy Watch, where we follow the economic events and trends that affect Aotearoa. I'm David Chaston, and this is the international edition from interest.co.nz, and today we lead with news. The US budget debate has financial markets on edge. But first up today, the Chicago PMI did not report the expected modest bounce back in June from the very weak May result. In fact, it stayed in a severe contraction, disappointing everyone involved. It's been nearly 3 years since they've had any regular expansion, and 2025 looks like it's shaping up to be the worst of the three. And the Dallas Fed's factory survey for June was weak as well, featuring shrinking new order levels. At least it was little change from May. And as you hear this, the US Senate is debating and about to vote on the big Trump budget bill. After years of complaining about US deficit spending and refusing to move the debt ceiling law, they are weighing whether to accede to Trump's demand to give him a free pass on both, including hiding $3.8 trillion of tax cut costs. If they pass the budget, it is likely the bond market will deliver a thumbs-down response, one that will affect global financial markets. On the US tariff trade bullying, there are few negotiations going well at present for any of the parties involved. In Canada, though, they seem to have conceded the digital tax issue to try and make progress on bigger issues. But the digital services tax is still a live issue in the UK-US talks. Meanwhile, things are softening in India too. Their industrial production was up just 1.2% in May from the same month in 2024, their weakest expansion in 9 months, and well weaker than expected. In China, there were no surprises and little movement in their official PMIs for June. Their factory sector contracted very marginally, again, and the services sector expanded marginally, also again. Basically, they describe an economy marking time, but also one resilient to the trade shocks thrown at it, which were designed to throw it off balance. That just hasn't happened, yet anyway. And German inflation came in at 2% in June, a touch less than anticipated and a little different from April and May's 2.1% level. As small as it was, they weren't expecting a dip though. Food prices there rose a modest 2%, but keeping a lid on other rises was the 3.5% drop in energy prices. In Australia, CoreLogic said its home value index rose 0.6% in June from May, up marginally from the prior month, but it is the strongest monthly gain since June 2024. Improved market sentiment in most major cities was behind the firming, and active first-home buyers are behind that. On a yearly basis, national home values rose 2.7%. Meanwhile, rental growth continued to ease, with national rents up just 3.4% over the past 12 months, the slowest annual increase since early 2021. And global air cargo demand rose 2.2% in May from a year ago, up 3% for an international air freight. The Asia-Pacific volumes were up a healthy 8.2% on the same basis, no doubt related to the rush to beat US tariff deadlines. These overall volumes would have been better if the North American components hadn't been so weak, down 5.8%. Meanwhile, May air passenger travel rose 5%, up 6.7% for international travel, and up 13.3% in the Asia-Pacific region. The only region to decline was North America, down 0.5%, and mostly because of weak domestic travel. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.23%, down 4 basis points from yesterday at this time, and the price of gold will start today at $3,295 an ounce, up $19 from yesterday. And American oil prices are marginally softer from yesterday, just under $65 a barrel, while the international Brent price is down $1 at just on $66.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now just on 60.9 US cents, up 30 basis points from yesterday. Against the Aussie, we're unchanged at 92.7 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're little changed at 51.8 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at 68.2 and 10 basis points firmer than yesterday. And the Bitcoin price starts today at $107,683 and up just 0.2% from yesterday. Volatility over the past 24 hours has stayed low at just on plus or minus 0.9%. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.